Sometimes I think too much, and it's hurting me. Hi, my name's Robin from The Visible Felt Dad. And yeah, sometimes I get into my head, dude. I start to think too much, and I'm starting to realize, acknowledge for myself that it's starting to really hurt me. It's like, so just a little thing, an idea, I see something, I hear something, and I allow my mind to attach to that. And like one of the words that comes to my mind is ruminate. It's like you ponder on, you consider. Well, I find myself thinking about this thought again and again, and it's on like a silent loop. Now, there's nothing wrong with that in itself, but the problem is, like, what loop am I playing? And is there any validity to that loop? Is it actually just a hallucination, an imagination of my mind? I have one piece of evidence. Well, it's not even evidence, it's just an observation. I hear something or I see something. I read in a text something and it triggers a train of thought in my mind, and I find myself looping around these thoughts, wondering, like, what did they mean? What was it? Me? Was it them? Am I, like, what's going to happen? Does this have a consequence to me? Am I responsible? Have I been misunderstood? Am I misunderstanding? And like, I could lose myself for like an hour and a half. I know none of you have this problem, but like 90 minutes go by, and I'm on like 3 seconds of thought because I get trapped in to this idea, and I just get into this self loop. Well, I used to. I'm trying to get better at it. I'm trying to catch myself when my thinking is thinking for me. When it's like, man, I'm thinking too much. I find if I've heard myself say this thing, this idea, that phrase, like a second or a third or a 15th time, it's like, enough. I get it. Enough already, time to move on. Why is it so important? Because there's an idea attached, and I've got a feeling attached or linked to that idea. And that feeling, that emotion is real to me. The fact that it's valid or non-valid, it doesn't even have to be validated, but the idea that feeling seems real, it seems, it's like, it makes sense to me, so of course it must be real, even if it's a hallucination. And I allow myself to get trapped into this little idea that actually has no validity and means nothing. And I can allow myself to get caught away, get taken away by something that sometimes didn't even exist. It was a complete imagination, hallucination. Oh, dude, man, just stop thinking so hard. Stop thinking too much. Your thinking is thinking for you. It's like, just let things go. Check it out. If it's real, deal with it. If it's make believe, if it's hallucination, if it's an assumption, let it go. Walk lightly. Let your, like, think once, twice, third time. Let it go free, so that you can be present, so that you can live lightly, so you can focus on appreciation, on gratitude, on what you do have, what you do know, that you can refine yourself, and you can be the best version of yourself. And as you do this, you can be a better dad. You can show up, you can speak the truth, you can speak authentically, you can respond to what's in front of you and what has been said, not the hallucinations of your mind. And when you do this, when you stay real and stay present, and you show up authentically, your kid, your children, your family, they'll get to know the real you. And you can do this. You can show up in power. And when you show up in power, dude, you can be an awesome dad.